Welcome to the channel, A31 Avo. Today live in Santa Cruz, California with the Go Natural paint. Originally in tree trunk white, but you know I don't like that whitewash look, especially for my high-end clients. I dropped some pigment, and that's Dad's Slippers. Okay, and it's going to be 3 or 4 brushes and watered down. Watered down. I'm giving the client, this is a high-end client right here, multi-million-dollar home. New, recently renovated, 2 doors down. So, Fausto Bautista siempre presente. Gracias por el apoyo. Ya saben, my #1 recommendation is the Necessary Evil, bro. Especially during flowers, periods of flowers. See how it defoliated? A little bit of flower stress. It dropped all the old last year's leaves. Mira. And you don't want to get caught slipping. I could already see there's a little spots on the, it wants to get toasty and sunburnt. So paint your trees, okay? Y va a ser como 3 o 4 brochazos, bro. But again, very little water and very little paint. I'm giving the option of the client of this 15, gem in a 15, or gem in a 5. Height wise, ahí se van, bro. Ahí se la rifan, mira, casi igual. But this one is the winner and it's set apart is in the trunk. El gruesor, the thickness of the trunk is already thicker than my thumb. So this one's a winner if you want to get to fruit set faster. All right, so check it out. Yeah, Gwens are a little bit tricky, bro, at first. You want to focus on establishing the Gwen. As per a viewer who works in the orchard, they said they didn't fully go commercial on the Gwen because they're a little bit tricky. They're a little bit disease prone. And then for sure they bloom stress. So I take the flower out. I don't risk it. I have one in Salinas paired with the gem, and then one at my tia's in Watsonville, a Gwen paired with a Stewart multigraft. 2 years, both around 2 years. And so I'll probably wait around the 3rd or 4th year. Again, not really pressed for production because the gem's gonna get me there sooner. So I'm letting the Gwen take its time. But the reason why I want the Gwen, because again, that's part of my avocado breeding program. And Gwen is the UC Riverside Foundation. Everything's come off of the Gwen. The lamb, the gem, and now the UC, the BL516 Luna. Previously under development, the Marvelous, aka Marvel. All right, you see. So 3 or 4 brush strokes of that paint. Rinse it down, wash it down in that water. Yeah, for sure, bro. For sure. I let the panicle stretch out. I let the vegetative bloom push. I'm sorry, the vegetative flush push, and then break off the panicle. High. I don't want the wound to be near my vegetative shoot. Sometimes it breaks off near the base of it on the vegetative shoot, but again, I rather come up off of it a little bit. For sure, that's good work right there, Fausto. Keep at it. Roberto Argueta. Gracias por el apoyo. Sometime next week, bro. Yo te digo, I have your number. I'll let you know, bro. But you're next, bro. So check it out. Again, we're with the gem and heat tolerant. But again, it's starting to crisp up, and that's okay. This one, there's so many outlets where I'm not too worried about it. It kind of serves as a natural prune, but still I want to protect it as much as possible. Any little thing kind of scares the customer, so I don't want my trees to be looking nice. And yeah, just mix it up for a thorough and even consistency. And then if you're somewhere where your extremes are lower and higher, meaning hotter and colder, go thicker on the paint. But right here in the northern central coast, A31, I can go thin. It's pretty opaque, it's pretty translucent. But definitely, if you need a little bit extra protection, run your whitewash a little bit thicker. All right. And there, just touch it up. Especially in horizontal branches. This one, you're starting to see it right there. You see? So horizontal for sure, because just imagine that they're getting beat. They're getting beat by the sun rays. When they're upwards at 45, they kind of defend themselves a little bit better. But still, the heat wave will toast them and crunch them. So better to be protected and then properly hydrated. This one a little bit on the underwatering side, but I like to stress them a little bit. I don't like to baby my trees. At the nurseries, they get babied. And that's why I'll pull them from the nursery and stage them in my backyard, because I want to harden them. I want them to get used to harsher environments. Clay? Yeah, for sure. Surround WP, yeah, that works. I've seen, who is it? Rem, another YouTuber, a faceless avocado YouTuber. Rem, I've seen him do the Surround WP, but I just do this. I haven't worked with Surround WP. I've seen it on trees that I've purchased from Southern California, the growing grounds in Fallbrook. And yeah, it doesn't come off very easily, so that's a good option. Ay, disculpen the background noise. My neighbor, everyone's always fixing their home right here, bro. In Santa Cruz, everyone's always fixing their home. Part of that real estate scam, you know what I mean? Nah, but everyone's always home improvement, so everyone's always doing something. So if I wait, I'm not getting anything done. And just lighter. Again, just a thin little coat. And I don't mind thinning the flour on this one. That's probably what I'll do a little bit. Maybe not all of it, but this is definitely, for this tree, is definitely a super bloom. And again, gem avocado, less alternate bearing, but for sure it's gonna still have a stronger year. And I would say for this gem right now, it's definitely a super bloom. And look, first time I've ever encountered that. Aphids, they're on the flower, I'll take them off. Yeah, they're just on the flower. They're just on the flower, so they're probably attracted to the flower sweetness. Also, as preventative maintenance, the bloom, I start putting down some sluggo. Because I know when those blooms start opening up, the slugs are gonna be all over it. And again, I want to maximize my opportunity. I want to maximize my blooms to maximize my possible fruit set. So I don't want any flowers going to waste by the infestation of slugs. So I'll do this side and then I'll give it a quarter turn and then paint. But for sure, we'll do a little walk around, because you're gonna miss the spot, and so you want even thorough protection. But yeah, this is all bloom. At the center of blooms, you'll still see some vegetative growth, but right now it's definitely a lot of bloom. And I've also noticed that underwatering definitely sometimes can trigger super blooms. So be careful with that. Watch your blooms. Don't forget to underwater. trying to move kind of fast because then my neighbor's actually out right now. So I'm gonna go. He already agreed, but still I'm gonna present him. This is when I'm presenting him right now. So I want to catch him while he's outside. All of my neighbors, they do home orchards. That concept is big right here. I've been embraced. Thank you everyone for the support. Santa Cruz, you already know. All love, all love. And we're coming down. Yeah, for sure. Nice to know. Yeah, bro. La aceptación aquí localmente, bro. I just need to scale up. But my name's already getting tossed around, and then people are calling me for layout. Layout is easy, bro. I say before you put trees down, stage them where you want them, bro. Stage them where you think you want to plant them. And then if they start looking like they're looking good, well, that's its place. And that's what I tell people. But yeah, I know some people, even for layout right here, I don't want to mention any names, but the competition will charge multiple thousands of dollars for layout. But it shouldn't be that expensive, bro. Anímense. You guys got it. And look, just as reference, if you can see, the central trunk is bigger than my thumb, and that's always a good sign. And then once it's kind of found its spot, if you first mock up and lay out with the can, then you need to start amending. If you're in clay or if you're tight, start busting it up. The longer, the better. But again, clay, I kind of gave up on just trying to scratch organic fruit tree fertilizer at the top and mulching. Nah, I come in heavier. I really bust it in and blend with premium potting soil, at least pitchfork deep for sure. The depth of the can, a shovel spade deep below the can, and then 1.5 times the width of the original container that you're planting. So either a 5 or a 15. But yeah, it's important. It's important. If you're in clay, avocado trees are notorious for not being able to push. And it's important that you help your tree out by but yeah, really quick. Right here, the Avo family right here, the Avo gang, clica and pandilla right here. For sure, bro. California Avo. So I'm saying we might not be production. I think Mexico is always gonna have us, but we're genetic breeding program. We're just as important as the equation. Hass came from California and it would go to take on over the world. Michoacán, Mexico, Chile, Colombia, Peru. And now it's Gem's turn. Es de ley. There's still gonna be some Hass, all right, because it's an earlier variety that's ready for the Super Bowl. But Gem is next, for sure. In terms of maintaining the tree, you're gonna be able to do everything from the ground. So applications, foliar applications, pesticides, troubleshooting, fungicides, insecticides, it's all gonna be able to be done and performed from the ground, which is a huge advantage. Harvesting, same thing. No scissor lifts, all from the ground. Let me put this limb in frame so you know what I'm doing. Sorry. And just go through it. He's 2 doors down, bro, so I can see he's still hanging out. But yeah, I'm gonna... And all throughout this neighborhood, at least well over 20 gems already. Easily and quickly counting. In fact, this season, I'm gonna put a sign right here that's gonna say gem avocado trees. Y a ver quién para. This one has 2. If you see, that one and that one, it's gonna have to, the tie's gonna have to be undone from the stake and then preferably open it up like a Y. But that's gonna be at install.
Tampoco la puedo dejar ya muchos días. ¿Y qué dijo Julianita? ¿No cobró?
No. Allí está bien. Ahí no quepo, mami.
Hearts. Hey, appreciate it for sure. All love, bro. YouTube family right here. And then we're also celebrating today 2,000 subscribers, so 2,000 strong and growing. Vámonos. I'm here to stay. Got it. Amen. For sure, bro. Siempre con el Señor, bro. So, si el Señor te da un don, bro, si te da un regalo, bro, no lo traiciones, bro. People are gonna say, oh, do this, do that. And nah, bro, stick to your gift, bro. Stick to your gift. Y en eso andamos, bro. En eso andamos cada día. Cada año vendo más, cada año planto más. And it's still early, bro. It's still early. Still not full time, but I know you guys are gonna make me full time. Full time YouTuber, full time Avo Master. Aquí andamos, bro. Y de repente tengo like 7 or 9, and then all of a sudden everybody wants one. So I'm pretty sure I need to go back and see what's available. I'm gonna restock myself and then walk you guys through it. Again, I look at the grow table, and then just the 2 or 3 that are performing, I'll look at the grow table, the tree line. And you'll see that 1 or 2 that's 12 or 18 inches above, those are the ones that I snipe, bro. I take those. Yeah, well, aquí it looks like I have everything covered from this angle. Here comes a quarter turn. Now we'll go 180. Now quarter turn, because there's a bunch of. Right here. Eden.
Dice que le mandé el video a Clara que acabo de tomar de que aquí está echando. Dice, oh my God, esto es rojo.
Ese es también sexo, pero...
Yeah, we're almost done. We're almost done. Completely defoliated, bro. As I'm coming through, I'm knocking off the leaves. And so again, we're hoping for that new flush right there. That's what we want. And again, don't panic. They shed their foliage, their leaves every year. They'll push out a new flush. And then another thing, Gem is a prettier tree. Okay, Hass, they're gonna deal with, some people say that it's leaf burn, whether it be environmental or the chlorine in the water. But if you're putting the tree in your front yard, un Gem se va a ver más bonito, bro. Se va a ver más bonito. Luego la gente te lo va a chulear, bro. They're gonna be like, damn, that's a nice tree. And again, like just enough. And then another quarter turn. Hold on, a little bit more. Couple limbs. Right here. All right, that's pretty much it.
¿Va a jugar con ellos? Dale, dale. ¿Y Bella?
ahí está.
Dile abuelo. Dale.
Hay estufas, ya estuvo. Mira, check it out. All right, here and there, no problem. Especially if it's on the underside, I'm not too worried, but top side, focus on that. All right. Once again, this was Go Natural paint, originally in the tree trunk white. Dad slippers. The tree, thank you. And then I just hit favor the vegetated shoe if it's already broken out. And then too much bloom. It's an onion. Again, less alternate bearing, but you will still definitely see some years stronger than others. And it's an onion for this one, and you could already see it stressing a little bit. It shed all that last year's leaf. I could have done a better job about it by keeping its leaf, by helping it, by watering it. But I tried to underwater. You're more likely to kill from overwatering than underwatering. But yeah, even the gem with 1 or 2 flowers that you leave, that'll set. That'll set. However, again, it's recommended I take it off for the first 2 years. Good job. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's very rewarding, bro, when you plant it at people. Especially, I see all these trees, bro, driving home. So I'm seeing every neighbor, I'm tracking their progress. Reminding them, hey, protect it from the deer. Feed it. And then we're all coming along. My 1-2 recommendation is going to be first is the gem, and then right behind it is the Carmen. On size and fruit is going to be the gem, but quantity, you're going to get some Carmen for sure, especially on the fall bloom set. On the second flowering of Carmen, when all other deciduous trees are falling asleep, your Carmen in fall will be buzzing with pollinator activity. I'm trying to favor this, right? So kind of favors that. So that it veggies out and then it protects itself. This is the only time that I paint on mine, because I baby mine a little bit. I'll touch it up. I've touched it up on the 2nd year, but after the 3rd year now, and I'm not seeing any sun damage. The root system is vast enough where it's able to hydrate itself. Roberto Argueta, thank you. Mira, y así, bro. Y háblales también, bro. It has a bunch of flowers, bro. Definitely an on-year. Vegetative shoot right there. There's still a flower one right there. You could see it. Vegetative shoots are gonna be like little teardrop, pointy. And flowering shoots are gonna look like little like little cabbages. Like little cabbages or little baby praying hands when they're tight, when the cluster is tight. But again, let it open out and then favor the vegetative shoot. Again, I'm still gonna let the client see some flower, but I took most of it off, or some of it off. Again, favoring every vegetative shoot at the end. All right. And this one, Nita. This one already pushed. That one right there too. All right. That's gonna be the stream, bro. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Robert Argueta y Fausto Bautista. Happy weekend. Enjoy your family. Y ya saben, Guarache piteado, aquí andamos. Puro Guanajuato. Y arriba México y California. Saludos.